In the middle of the Amazon rainforest, on Brazil's border with French Guiana, is Oiapoque, which could be the future capital of Brazilian oil. The region, already a promised land for gold prospectors, has now become one for black gold. The oil giant Petrobras has just announced the construction of several drilling sites 100 kilometers from here at the mouth of the Amazon River.
I'm building this warehouse here because I'm sure road traffic will increase and there'll be more goods to store. What's going to happen on our coast is huge, and we have to take advantage of it, develop our wealth, make our region prosper. It's what we hope.
The town's population of 27,000 keeps growing. Hundreds of workers are arriving from all over the country in search of a better future, like Jennifer.
With the arrival of Petrobras, there are new job opportunities. It's a place that's going to develop a lot more and help many people. Well, it already is.
At the mouth of the Amazon River, on Marajó Island, the arrival of the Brazilian giant is worrying this fishing community. Their region is already a corridor for ships carrying soya and other foodstuffs. Petrobras's drilling projects represent yet another threat to their livelihood.
This week, an oil tanker passed through here and tore up our net, completely shredded it. 300 meters destroyed. We lost everything. And now, how are we supposed to live? Are we meant to starve? It's becoming really hard.
The vibration from ships also drives away the fish. Environmentalists, meanwhile, fear consequences for this ecosystem, one of the richest in the world.
Today, look, we're in the middle of the rocks, the beach, the water, the fish, the birds, the mangroves. It's unimaginable to think that there soon might be nothing left. This is truly an oil corridor across all of Latin America. And this, while the UN is promoting the ocean decade and the preservation of marine life, but in reality, the exact opposite is happening here.
In Brasilia, a few days before COP30, IBAMA, the government's agency responsible for environmental protection, agrees to meet us. But when we mention the license they've just granted to the oil company,
A instituição já se manifestou, fez nota. E
o que falou na nota?
Eu posso te passar.
Our camera is no longer welcome.
Assim que a gente sai daqui.
Mas qual a posição do IBAMA sobre isso?
Eu vou passar. É porque realmente não é a área dele, né?
Tá.
Tem dados, os resultados, todo o esforço de fiscalização ambiental.
Pode deixar.
Ok. Muito obrigada.
Obrigado a você. Tá bom?
The only response is this official statement, a rather evasive one at that.
IBAMA and Petrobras have engaged in intense discussions which have led to significant and substantial improvements in the project submitted.
In Oiapoque, the authorities claim that Petrobras's presence will multiply the region's GDP tenfold by 2035. But on the ground, we faced a different reality. Hundreds of hectares of land cleared just a few months ago are overrun by makeshift shacks.
Most of the violence in Oiapoque was already directed against women and children. Now those figures have increased considerably, and there's no emergency number or service able to intervene quickly or take care of a woman or a child.
This massive rural migration has caused violence in the region to skyrocket, more than 40% since 2022, enough to worry this social worker. Already dealing with the problems of prostitution and human trafficking linked to gold mining, Jane now has to cope with a new wave of migrants, including many minors, such as this 12-year-old girl.
Como é teu nome que eu esqueci? Vitória. Deixa eu explicar uma coisa.
Victoria arrived here a few weeks ago from upstate. Her stepfather had been abusing her.
E aí não tem documento?
She was taken in by this family who can't afford to care for her.
The arrival of Petrobras has generated so much excitement, but we urgently need investment in school infrastructure and access to healthcare. That's what's most important for the region and will enable us to limit this mass exodus, to simply prevent this place from descending into social chaos.
Brazilian law requires oil companies to allocate between 5 and 15% of their profits to municipalities. Jane hopes to use this funding to build a shelter for miners.